Fletcher, the Memphis mother and teacher who was kidnapped and murdered during an early morning run in East Memphis. A lawsuit against the City of Memphis claims that her death was preventable.
Well, the city wants that lawsuit dismissed or some of the allegations struck down, but today the issue made it to a courtroom. Fox 13's Jack Bilyeu is joining us live at the Shelby County Courthouse. Jack, right now a judge is deliberating this issue tonight.
Alicia Franklin says Cleotha Abston Henderson raped her a year before he killed Eliza Fletcher. She says she reported that to MPD, but a lawyer hired by the city says there was not enough evidence to connect that crime to Henderson.
From the time of Eliza Fletcher's murder, Alicia Franklin has had trouble sleeping, eating, working. It has haunted her constantly.
According to the lawsuit, Cleotha Henderson held Franklin at gunpoint, blindfolded her, and raped her after planning to meet up over online dating. The lawsuit claims the investigation was mishandled, and if Henderson had been taken in for the rape, he wouldn't have been able to kill Eliza Fletcher nearly a year later. Tanara Gibson, a lawyer representing the city, says there was not enough evidence in Franklin's case to bring Henderson in, and says the two crimes were not connected.
In very separate cases. I'm sure I could pull up a newspaper and find 1 million cases, Your Honor, where someone has committed a crime and then they committed a crime against someone else and cause of action is not created by that. And so our proposal is to alternatively strike all those claims because they're immaterial.
At the center of the case, sexual assault kits. Franklin's lawyer says her kit went untested for nearly a year after she was raped and should have been rushed. Gibson says even if her test had been rushed and Henderson had been charged, he could have bonded out or had the charges dismissed and still killed Fletcher.
We don't know what would have happened had the sexual assault kit come back earlier. Had there been sufficient proof, had Ms. Franklin been able to positively identify Abston from a photo lineup and he'd been arrested earlier. No one knows what would have happened.
But it turns out that they did not need the DNA because they booked him and charged him with Alicia Franklin's rape the day before they got the results back.
Both sides drew on previous cases looking for precedent and debated over the public duty doctrine, the idea that the government has no duty to protect a citizen from harm by a third party.
The city has claimed that there's no duty, obviously, to investigate or arrest, and we claim there is. And the court's going to make a ruling as to whether we've stated a claim and the case can continue.
Now, we don't normally identify victims of sexual assault, but Franklin has willingly gone public with her case. Now, that judge says she will release her decision on a later date. We'll, of course, let you know what that decision is and what's next for the lawsuit as soon as we find out.
Well, that is Fox 13's Jack Bilyeu reporting tonight. Thank you, Jack.